Hi, welcome to Humor is Cheaper Than Therapy podcast. This is Shelley, the middle daughter, and I'm joined by my sisters Kelly and Margot and our mom Terry. We are not doctors or therapists. We are simply ordinary women who happen to be related and have fun spending time together laughing and talking. We hope you enjoy listening to our casual conversations as we discuss the ups and downs of normal life, hopefully with a lot of laughter peppered in. Thanks for joining us.
This podcast was recorded December 2020. Needless to say, editing takes time, and I guess we've been busy these past 3 years. We've been recording episodes here and there, but haven't made editing and uploading a priority. That's okay though, the recordings are saved and will be published as time allows. We all hope you've had a wonderful 2023 and wish you all a very happy new year for 2024. Thanks for listening.
We're talking about Christmas today, everybody. Yay, Christmas. Or should I say Christmas time and winter time?
There you go.
So I want to just say, because we were just talking about ice skating on the lake. Do you remember, Mom, Kelly, Margot, you're probably too young, when we had that ice rink in our backyard in North St. Paul?
Yes.
That was so cool. I felt like the coolest kid on the block because my dad made us an ice rink in our backyard.
Well, you were the coolest kid on the block.
Keep telling yourself that, Mom. I felt like it for a minute anyway. That was pretty stinking cool because friends came over and we skated. That was super cool.
How did he make it?
It was like a kit. It had little, do you remember, Mom? I don't know. You might have to remember, but I feel like there was a little edging. You know how they do pools now? And it's that flexible, I don't know what it is, stuff. But there was a big circle, a big oval. I don't know if it had anything underneath it, but then the ground was frozen. So he just sprayed water. Mom, do you remember?
Are you talking at North St. Paul?
Yeah, North St. Paul.
I remember that.
I vaguely remember that. We might have just piled snow up or something. I don't know. If he were here, he would remember, but he's not here.
There was something that was 4 inch.
There were little edges.
A 4 inch?
Yeah. Like a little edge. And then the ground was frozen, so it just froze the water. It was super cool.
It was. We had an ice rink in our yard. We had the coolest yard in North St. Paul.
Because you had the coolest parents.
We did. Yes, we did.
See.
Did we? Awesome.
Oh, yeah. The kids could all come over.
I know. They did, yeah.
And kick the can.
Kick the can. The playhouse. Oh, my gosh. Kick the can.
Tetherball.
So I've always heard of kick the can, okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What is it? Did you just not have a kickball, so you just used a can?
You've never played kick the can?
No, I've never played kick the can.
Oh my
Next
God.
family togetherness, we are kicking the can.
We are.
Kelly, you got to explain it. It's such a great game. Go ahead.
Okay. So to play kick the can, it's a night game, and you have one person who is it, and everybody else hides. And you got the can sitting in a spot. You had a spot centrally in the yard.
The person who's tries to stay within reach of the can.
They're guarding the can, but they're trying to find people. And the goal that people hiding, their goal is to kick that can before they get tagged out.
Yeah. So you would sneak. You would try to sneak. That's why you had to play it at night.
Mm-hmm.
You try to sneak and get close to the can or within running distance or closer than the person that was it. And if you could kick it before they could tag you out, then what do you win?
I guess so.
I don't even know.
I guess so.
What do you win?
Well, then you win that you...
It was fun, Margo.
Yeah.
It was fun.
We used to play that here with the kids, and Sardines was one of our favorites. That's a fun game.
Sardines was fun. That's a fun game.
We've even played that as adults with people and the kids, and it's fun.
I want to play that.
I don't
know that game.
Sardines is one Dave taught our kids. And, we used to have neighborhood kids and kids over here all the time. And that one is one person hides. You give them time. Everybody else waits whatever designated amount of time while that person hides. And then everybody else goes and looks for that person. And when somebody finds them, they hide with them. And then the next person looks. And when they find them, they hide with them until there's only one person left to find them.
And hopefully there's enough room for everybody. That's why it's sardines. You got to squeeze.
Yep, exactly. That's a fun one too.
I don't know if I would like that one.
Sardines? No, I wouldn't like it because I have claustrophobia. But hey, it's fun. I don't know that I've ever played it, but I've seen my kids play it, and All the kids at church played it.
I was going to say your kids probably learned it from us. I don't know, though. It's just a fun one.
I don't know. But yeah.
What other night games are there?
Army.
What's Army? What's that?
That's what we used to play when we were kids. In the dark with a flashlight. Yeah, you had a flashlight. And if you shined the flashlight on somebody, they tried to get across to your line. It's Army getting across. And if you shine the flashlight on them, then they were dead.
Oh.
And I've played this with your kids.
So did they have to fall and just lay there? Or
we
go
crawled,
sit down?
We hid behind bushes. We got in trash cans. Whatever you needed to do to get over to the other side.
Fun. I like that one. I've never played it.
About trash cans.
You played it with
you can get around the block if you needed to. No, I think we had boundaries.
Okay.
The neighbor's yard and our yard and the street and all of that. And then if you got shined on the flashlight, if somebody could get to you and touch you, you could come back to life.
Oh, that sounds like freeze tag almost. Or a combination between
freeze
tag and flashlight tag.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, too fun.
Speaking of trash cans.
Okay.
You guys remember when we lived in North St. Paul, the park?
Mm-hmm.
The park was that entire city block where we had the Fireman's Booyah and all that stuff going on.
Yep, Hyde Park or whatever it was called. Yep.
Halsey Park.
Halsey Park, that's it.
Halsey Park.
Funny, I don't know that because I swear I lived at that park. But I remember that because remember it was hilly and there were those metal barrel trash cans. We would get in those things and roll down those hills.
Okay.
I know. When I think back to that time, we would be gone all day. Like in the summer, the whole day. And I spent the entire day at that park. 4th grade, 5th grade. It was the best.
Yeah. And it was like that when we lived for me, more so when we lived in Maplewood in the apartments.
Maplewood.
All summer, all day. We'd go down to Keller Lake and we'd fish and we'd ride bikes there was another lake we used to go swimming at that had a nice swimming beach all day long. Silver Lake was North St. Paul. And yeah.
Oh, you're right. Right.
And kids can't do that stuff anymore.
Nope.
I made the comment to one of my kids, it was a safer world back then. And they said, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
We just didn't hear about it all. It wasn't.
No.
I feel like it was because I made it through it, I guess. But I guess it wasn't.
It wasn't. I mean,
which is
there were
sad to say, but
there were still really yucky people around. Things happened.
Yeah, but it is fun to remember. So, Margot, those are not memories you have. So what's a fun one that you have?
A fun memory with the game?
Kind of like no, not necessarily, but your childhood, like how we would go to the park all day long. What did you do?
I hung out with my dog and the chickens.
Yeah, I was going to say, what did you do? Pick meat all day?
You got to remember, she was in French Lake. I mean,
I know. I was there too,
but we had all that fun.
I mean, we had horses and animals. I mean, we had the goats, the cows,
and Grandma was there sometimes.
Grandma was there. The goats. Oh, the goats were fun.
The goats were not fun. The goats ate everything, and they could get out of anything.
They did, but I don't know. I liked them.
Yeah.
I want goats. I want fainting goats.
I have friends that had miniature fainting goats, and they were adorable, but they now moved to town and they have a baby, so they don't have their goats anymore.
Right. I said I could get a goat and Steve, you wouldn't have to take care of it. And he said, no, but I'd have to fix the fence and feed it.
Oh, they are literally a pain in the ass. Jackie had the goat.
Mm-hmm. As far as not being safe, back when you played games in the 70s, the serial killers were like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy.
There were serial killers in our state, in Clearwater and Cokato. I have heard stories. Buffalo was one.
I don't want to.
Hang on, though. That was during the time when I was in that wild, running away, hitchhiking stage. You guys realize? I mean, it was the same era, late 70s.
It was the same era.
And
what?
Oh my gosh, Margot, you've heard them?
Yeah. The very first like true crime book that I ever read was about that lady who was hitchhiking in whatever it was, like Seattle or Oregon, and she got kidnapped by that couple. and she was kept in a box underneath the bed for like a year.
Oh,
Do you remember that one?
I don't even know if I know that one.
And then he would take her out and he would put the sensory box on her head.
I don't know that one, but you're going to scare Shelley, so we need to back off on that. We'll have to talk about that another time.
Yeah, it's not so much scared as it is horrified that human beings can be so horrible.
And she's also the one that he had her for so long that he had brainwashed her.
Yes.
And she finally was able to get out, and she actually was able to leave the house and get a job. She was with this couple for like 10 years or some crazy thing like that. And she was actually able to go out and get a job, but she would come back because she was so brainwashed and warped by this dude and what he did to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was my first true crime thing. So,
you know, you just think of what is Dugard, JC? Is it JC Dugard? Who was kidnapped as a child and held for like 18 years, had 2 children. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Or Elizabeth Smart. That was another one.
And this has all got to do with Christmas, right?
Right? I know. Yeah.
And childhood. Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fun stuff. Yeah. My boys, Riker in particular, with his friends, used to play this game, which was not a game. And if you thought about the game, then you lost the game.
I just lost the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you would have to call everyone and be like, just lost the game.
I still play that with my kids. I love that game.
I don't know that.
What? I'm just going to text them right now because the game is you're not thinking about the game. And when you think about, I just lost the game, you lost the game. It's really silly and it's hard to understand, but I'm texting my kids right now, literally.
Oops. Sorry.
I just lost the game.
Let's play the game. Okay.
And they're going to be like, Mom is still playing the damn game. Actually, and you know what's funny is Brian, one day he said, I just lost the game and I don't play the game.
That's the best.
Oh my gosh. That is funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Text sent. And that is the game. The game is just not remembering you're in this game. And the minute you remember it, you lost the game.
You know, Riker used to play a ditch game, but they played a ditch game where they went all over the frickin' town. And they were running behind buildings and on roofs. And I said, you're going to get the cops after you because they're going to think you're stealing something or whatever. You guys are crazy. And they were teenagers.
It wasn't simple ding dong ditch. It was what was it?
It's called free running.
Oh, okay.
And you basically just run and you run everywhere and anywhere and you run up walls and it's
I've watched YouTube videos on it.
Go to places that you shouldn't go.
Yes, you go places where you shouldn't go. Yes, that is exactly it. And you just run.
Yep. We've watched YouTube videos
I want you all
on
to
that.
know, Jake just replied, "Boo! I just lost the game."
So ask Steve what happens when you go places you shouldn't go.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, you end up in jail.
What? I don't remember this story.
Oh,
well, I do because I had to bail him out. Me and Chrissy had to bail him out.
Oh, thanks, Grandma.
Wait. No, you did not. His mother would have said no. Deal with it. Anyway. So,
he paid me back the next day.
He and his friend had heard rumors about some tunnels under Billings, and there was a building under renovation with, the big old blockades in front of it saying don't go in, no trespassing, whatever. They decided they were going to see if there were tunnels under Billings. So they went into this building and they went downstairs, and he came out a doorway and he said there was somebody standing there, said, don't put your hands up or get on your knees or whatever the command was. And he had a gun pointed at him and he went to jail.
Margot, wasn't that the Northern Hotel?
Yes, it was.
And we did have the kids in that hotel when it was vacant and dark.
We did.
I think the only thing working was the elevators.
Very, very brief time while it was mid-ownership transfer.
Yeah.
So the instigators are on.
In fact,
it was super fun.
I have a bottle of champagne on my book stand here from there.
Well, you guys, Margot and Steve met the bankers or lawyers or whatever one day at the hotel with the owners, and they literally closed it. Bam.
Wow.
Then the employees didn't know it or nothing. And I'm telling you, the tables were set with fine linens, silverware. We walked through there in the dark and because we didn't want anyone to know we were there, and because we had to watch the place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Funny.
And then you have to ask Riker sometime. We scared the bejesus out of him.
Nice.
We did. The elevator worked. That's kind of scary in itself.
That's super creepy if there were no lights and anything.
Well, we just didn't turn them on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we didn't want like the police to come with their guns and say, "Who are you?"
And go to jail. Right.
Yes.
Although that would have been a better story.
Well, there is a better story about the guy on the roof.
The jumper. The jumper.
Made the papers.
Oh no.
Made the papers. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a story.
It was while it was in the interim where the bank was taking back ownership because of bankruptcy or whatever it was, we were hired to go in there and manage the building. Go in there once or twice a week and just kind of do a cursory walkthrough, not like walk through every level and every room and everything, because it's like a 15-story, hotel. But just do a cursory, maintenance check. And one of the things that we had to do was we had to have a maintenance guy go to the roof after snow melt / rain, whatever, because the roof drains didn't work. And it was a flat top roof and it leaked like a sieve.
Oh boy.
So at that time we had a maintenance man. We'll call him Rick.
All right.
You can call him whatever. Yeah, Rick is good.
Okay.
And it was Rick's job after it rained to go up to the roof, plug in a pump, and pump the water off the roof. And so he goes up there and he's doing that. And Rick is up there, and there's nothing you can do except stand there and wait for the water.
He was praying. He was walking around doing his praying of the city.
And so he was walking over to the edges and just up there doing his thing, waiting for the water all to get pumped. And someone in a building across the way saw Rick on the roof and thought he was a jumper.
Yeah, I think they called from the other hotel over there. Somewhere.
No, it was an apartment building. Office building.
Okay.
And so she calls 911 and says, there is a jumper on the Northern Hotel roof.
Oh, no.
And so the police show up and Rick's up there walking around doing his thing. And of course, all the doors are chained shut, right?
And while this is all going on, the police call me at the office and tell me there's a jumper. So I call Steve and tell him there's a jumper. And he goes, Terry, Rick's up there. So while that's what's going on our end while the police are there.
Yeah. So in the meantime, Rick happens to kind of mosey over to the edge and looks down and sees that there's police and ambulances and fire trucks and all sorts of commotion going on. So he's like, I wonder what's going on. So
he's peeking over the edge.
Yeah. So he gets back inside, clicks the elevator, hits the lobby button, gets in the elevator, rides his little happy little butt down to the main floor. The police can't get in. So 2 officers drew the short stick and had to climb up the fire escape to the top to confront this jumper. Now, the fire escape probably has never been used since the 1800s. And it was covered in pigeon poop.
Oh,
like you would slip and fall on the
Yuck.
pigeon poop. It was so covered in pigeon poop.
Oh, yikes.
So these 2 officers are hoofing it up the side of the building as Rick is coming down, goes out one of the doors and is down there looking up at the roof.
And I think by this time there was a fire truck there too.
And he's like, he looks at an officer and goes, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And the officer's like, there's a jumper on the roof. And Rick goes, really? I was just up there. I didn't see anybody.
This is the best story ever.
And the police officer pauses and looks at him. He's like, were you just on the roof? He's like, yeah, I was doing maintenance up there. And the officer gets on his little walkie-talkie and goes, hey, guys, it wasn't a jumper, it was a maintenance guy. As they're about halfway up this poop-encrusted fire escape.
Oh, no.
And it made the front page of the paper.
It better have.
Pictures and everything.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And the funny part is they didn't know how to get into the building, right? The fire department had a key.
So
yes,
we need to find pictures of that from the newspaper for me to put on the video for this podcast, because that'll be great.
Yeah.
We did have a plate made of it, and Rick has it. So
all right.
I'm sure we can get that.
Yeah, something, because that's epic.
Yeah, it's the best.
Awesome.
Really? I was just up there and I didn't see nothing.
And they're looking up. He thought, Rick saw the fire truck and thought something was on fire in town.
Sure.
And it was, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. When all the synapses connected and they were like, okay. I mean, that had to be just an amazing moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And the two poor officers are like looking down going, you are kidding me.
Just a maintenance guy? I got to go take 3 showers now because I'm covered in pigeon shit?
Yeah.
To be fair, though, go Billings responders. That is awesome.
And then the poor lady who called in the 911 call, she felt so bad. They even interviewed her for the paper. And yeah,
she did the right thing.
She did the right thing. Exactly. You see somebody up there you think is contemplating jumping off the building, you call somebody who can do something about it.
You save them. You got to, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Note to self: don't do maintenance on a rooftop.
And if you do, don't wander around.
Find a hidden spot and sit.
Yeah.
Don't wander near the edge.
Yep.
Wow.
That's pretty funny. That was one of the fun moments at work. We've had a couple in 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been doing it more than 20 years, Mom. You moved from Minnesota in 1991.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sit still. What is all that racket going on?
I don't know who's moving furniture right now, but sit down.
Stop. I can't cut that out. I apologize to Margot's mother-in-law, our one and only fan.
I'm going to let this dog out before she drives me nuts.
I think we should give a shout out to Emily.
You know, she reached out to me recently. I'll have y'all know.
For your chickpea recipe?
For my chickpea salad recipe. Yes, she did. We had a really nice talk. And I said, you should be a guest on the show. And she said, oh, no. That might embarrass Margot. I don't want to do that. I said, okay.
Who was that?
I think having her and her sister on. Her and her sister could tell us some stories. I think we should have them on.
We need to. It was very sweet. I really appreciated her reaching out. It was nice to talk to her.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, she would be awesome on the show.
I think so.
Yeah.
But when she hears this, like 6 or 7 months from now, because we're so far behind in publishing. Yeah.
So
that would be fun.
Life has been busy for everyone.
Yes, very much so for everybody.
How can it be busy when we're all locked down?
Well, it's still Christmas time, and there are still cookies and treats to bake. So, hello.
And life continues to happen, whether we're locked down or not. People,
It does.
It does. And it's just harder to make the things work that you need to make work when life is happening. You can't do it like you used to. So, but I see.
Yep. I just had to hire a personal shopper to buy Christmas presents for my great grandkids, because I'm not going shopping very much.
Wait a minute. Did you actually hire for money a personal shopper, or just ask your daughter to do it for you?
I actually asked your son and Kelly's daughter to do it. Because it's their kids and they know what they want.
Okay, well, don't you dare pay them for that.
Oh, funny.
So your son is so funny, Shelley. Oh, no, Grandma, you're not going to give me money to buy presents. And I'm like, well, I can't go shopping. Oh, well, then it's different, of course. Then of course, he'll do it for me.
He couldn't say, we don't need anything.
No, they have to have a present to open.
The little
No,
one.
I do understand that. They do, and I've tried to play that card before with Brian's family, and it doesn't go. No, we're getting you something, so you either tell us what you want or you get whatever.
Well, bless my mother-in-law's heart. She every year in like November 1st, she sends out a text to all of us, Christmas list.
Mm.
And then my husband's like, Margot, think of something.
Now, see, Dave.
I'm like, I don't want to think of nothing.
Dave won't make a list, and if somebody gave him a list, he won't buy him anything that's on the list.
Ooh.
Because that's not a true gift.
That's not how it works.
Nope.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And I know why my mother-in-law does it, because she wants to make sure that she gets us something that we want and will use. She doesn't want us to just get something
Right.
that's just frivolous.
And she's exactly right. Dave and I have had many conversations about that. If it's what they want, let's get them what they want. Nope, it's on their list. Okay.
Want or need. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, seriously. Otherwise, you're getting money. Now go get what you want.
Oh,
right?
I did that for years, send you guys money. And that's what I told Jacob. I said, well, I used to give your parents money all the time because we weren't sending gifts to Minnesota. So we would send money. And he said something bad. So I'm not going to repeat it.
Oh, and that's funny because I'm like, that's what I do now. I want to know what he said.
Well, and you know what?
Will you cut it out I'll text it to you?
No, I won't cut it out because it's funny. But yeah, text it to you.
Yeah.
Well, we used to get that money and buy something we wanted. It was never something we needed. It was something we wanted because that was to us a gift. So
I always put it toward bills because that's what I needed.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
And see, as a mom now and a grandma now, I'm like, dude, if you need to pay your electric bill, use this. I don't care.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because it's a blessing regardless. It doesn't have to be a physical thing. It can be providing for,
Right? That's like me and Jason this year. We decided that we were going to give money to a needy family instead of buying each other gifts.
Mhm.
And we wanted it to be a pretty substantial thing. We didn't want it just to be just a piddly thing. So, and then trying to decide what we're going to do, I really wanted to kind of go shopping, and buy things, And then it was like, well, maybe I'll just go get a whole bunch of different gift cards for things. But it came down to it that I was just basically, I want this to be a gift without any strings at all.
Mhm.
So we just sent the money, and it was, here you go. Do with it what you want. No questions asked. We
Mhm.
hope you are blessed by it.
And that's the blessing because then, if they need it to pay a bill, then they don't have to feel bad about that. That's the blessing.
Right.
That's huge.
That was one of my questions today was, as far as giving gifts, what do you enjoy giving and what do you like to get?
Hmm.
So what do
I
you
like
enjoy
to-
giving?
Giving.
I like to give people smiles. My whole mantra these days is I want to see people smile and I want to see them do it before I'm dead. I don't want to give them stuff after I die. I can give it to them while I can
Dude,
see
please
them.
don't give me anything after you die.
Right. The problem is you can't see people smile anymore because they've got a freaking mask on.
That's true.
But I get where you're going, Mom. You want to do something. You want to give a gift that's going to make somebody happy and smile.
Right.
That excitement.
And I don't even
that
care if they
excitement.
know it came from me.
Right.
I'd
Yep.
rather they didn't know where it came from.
Mm-hmm. So we don't really get our kids gifts anymore for holidays and birthdays and whatnots because our kids are in places they can buy whatever they want. And it's, in my opinion, or I guess in our opinion, fruitless to just send them stuff. None of them want extra
Mhm.
stuff.
Right.
So our thing is, what we do is if we see something that we go, that'd be perfect for Christy. We buy it no matter what time of year it is.
Yeah, random, spontaneous. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I like to do.
Yep. So I don't know if good or bad, or if they feel good or bad about it. We're all in a good place. And they do the same for us. I mean, one day I went to my mailbox and I had this awesome set of Trexair Blu-ray headphones. And I'm like, oh, I didn't order these. And it was from my girls so that I could at least have be able to talk to people on my phone while I was driving. Because, of course, I have a 13-year-old vehicle and I don't have capabilities like most of the world does today. But I no longer have a vehicle payment, though. Hello, I paid off my truck.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And my van, 13 years old, working fine. There's no reason at this point in time to buy a new vehicle. That is my opinion. And I am making it not happen.
So, Shelley, what kind of gifts do you like to give?
Cookies.
I was going to say
Treats.
cookies.
Yeah.
Delicious treats.
And
That was a lead
I
in.
love. Oh, well, you're getting some, so don't you worry.
And that is the
I pray that they make it in time, but everybody's getting something.
it is the best gift because number one, you've enjoyed every moment of doing it. I don't know. We used to enjoy it a lot when we did it. So I do know how.
I know. It's fun.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was a little harder this year when you were doing it virtually with your friend.
Virtually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we did our little Skype or whatever video calling a little bit, not as much. And we've discovered that we are both much more efficient when we're doing it together.
Yes, I'm sure.
It ended up taking a lot longer. They should have been mailed last week. They're going to get mailed this week. So we're just not as efficient when we work separately, but it was okay. We made it work, and I've got 1,500 treats in my garage, and I've got a lot of people to give them to. Brian last night, he's like, so when am I going to get a cookie? Because he hasn't had one, not yet, not one. So I packed his lunch last night in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep, and he got 5. He got 5 treats.
There you go.
Good for you.
Variety, yes.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah, so that's my favorite thing to do is to make all these delicious cookies and treats and stuff and give those out.
And again, you know what? You're making people smile. So
People are, yeah, I mean, when I was messaging everybody for current addresses and whatnot, I'm like, heck yeah. In fact, I think Steven said, hell yeah.
I'm sure he did.
It's coming. He did. It's great.
Last year, I got cookies at Chrissy's house, and I got home and I got cookies at home.
Nice.
Wow.
So you got hers. Okay. Got to enjoy
You
them
were
both.
there, Kelly. It was graduation, and we had cookies.
We had cookies and we enjoyed them. And then I got home and I had some.
That's right.
Nice.
That's how you do it.
Awesome. So I guess you guys need to go visit somebody that's going to get cookies also.
Yeah. Margot, we're coming over.
My door will be locked. My door will be locked. Sorry, guys.
Or the office, they're going to get a bunch there. I like to ship one big box to the office. That makes it easier.
I think there were some at the office, but they were pretty much gone by the time I got there last year.
I'll make sure I send them to your house.
Last year, the little cornflake wreath with the little fire huts on it.
Oh, I know who did that. Yep.
Cameo ate all of them.
Oh,
She
She's
ate
a
all of
stinker.
them. And she's like, I'm
Okay.
sorry, you guys, I ate them all. And we're like, so then she went and she made some more and brought them to the office the next day.
they're pretty good. They're a big favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't believe it though. We're like, you ate them all?
What? Good to know. I'm going to have to put a note on there, Cameo. Stay out of this box.
Ooh. So now we know what we like to give. What do we like to get
Company.
besides
Flowers.
cookies? Yeah,
Flowers.
company's nice.
Yeah.
Margot likes flowers. Okay.
I like,
I'm one of those.
you like flowers, like cut flowers or plants?
Yeah, like a nice boot. No plants.
No.
No, her husband is the best flower giver. He gives flowers all the time.
Okay.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I've always told Dave, don't send me flowers. It's a waste of money. Buy me something else. Used to be, it's not jewelry because I don't wear jewelry.
Oh, I love jewelry too.
Yeah. I just, you know what? When my husband cooks like a filet mignon for me or shrimp scampi or crab legs that makes me happy. Good enough. I like that.
Yep, that smells as good as flowers.
So he has challenged our children for our Christmas meal to do beef Wellington.
Oh.
So on Christmas Day,
have you guys never watched Hell's Kitchen?
Yes.
Beef Wellington
is
the one thing that gets screwed up almost as much as risotto.
Yep. So Jackie won't be able to do it on Christmas Day. Steve has not responded, but Christy and Nathan are all up about it, and so is Dave. So Dave,
Omaha Beef will send you some packages shipped free.
Well, we have elk
of beef Wellington.
He's going
steaks for beef Wellington.
He's actually got elk from our nephew's elk hunt, and we've got elk. What is beef? Anyway, elk loin.
Wait.
Elk loin. So
no.
What?
Wait. It's beef Wellington. Isn't that with beef?
We are making elk Wellington. We're making elk Wellington.
All right, clarify. It's going to taste different.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
No, it's not.
The hard part.
Well, it's still. Never mind.
The hard part for me is going to be the mushroom paste surrounding the meat, and then there's the puff pastry. But it looks so.
You're going to make your own puff pastry?
I don't know. Not sure on that. And then, we were watching some YouTube videos, and they make Yorkshire pudding, which to me looks very similar to German pancakes. So I don't know, maybe we'll make that too.
In a muffin tin. Yeah.
Is that the same thing as Christmas pudding that they have like on the Scrooge movies?
I don't know.
What is that?
No, beef Yorkshire pudding is just basically like a roll that's cooked in a muffin tin, super high heat and super hot oil, and it just kind of like puffs up in muffin tin.
Well, you use the bits and stuff from where you cooked your beef in or your meat in, all the good nubbly bits, and you get that hot, and you have a certain amount of oil. And what I've watched, it's in a rectangular pan, and then you mix up, which seemed very similar to me to a popover batter. And you have that hot pan, hot oil. You dump that in, and then you bake it until it gets this beautiful brownish on top. And to me, it's either like a popover or a German pancake, which we used to make for the kids. It's very similar, but that's what I've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just,
look at that beef Wellington right there.
What I was talking about, I guess, was Christmas pudding.
Yeah, that looks almost like fruitcake.
Yeah, it is like a fruitcake with lots of alcohol.
Yeah, and don't they want to be real careful that it doesn't fall when they're bringing it to the table? It's like a big deal.
Sure, probably a souffle type of thing. So Grandma, let's get on to Granny since we talked about fruitcake. Used to make fruitcake.
Oh, wait, did we get...
What are you saying? Grandma's a fruitcake?
No, she used to make Christmas fruitcake. And Dave loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Dave loved her fruitcake. He didn't like any other fruitcake, but he loved Grandma's fruitcake. It was good.
I think it was a spice cake with those little bits of green and red and yellow. Is it candied fruit that goes in that or something?
I don't.
Yeah, it's candied.
Okay.
Dots.
Raisins and probably some kind of a nut.
Yep.
Yes, there's nuts in it.
Because I don't like.
I have a fruitcake. I have a fruitcake at the office that I got from one of my pastor friends. It's probably, he's passed away now for a few years, so it's pretty old.
I've never understood fruitcake. How does it go so wrong? Because you got fruit, good, cake, great, fruitcake, nasty crap. I don't get it.
I don't know why it's got such a bad rap, but I was just talking to my father-in-law, Jerry, about fruitcake, and Emily also was talking about how when she years ago she got a piece of fruitcake that was somebody's wedding cake.
Ooh.
That had been in the freezer for 10 years.
Ew.
Oh,
And it was just fine.
Really?
And
that's
then,
why I saved mine. They say it'll last forever, but Margot could look at it at the office there. It's probably hard as a rock.
oh, that fruitcake up there. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking at it.
Don't let it fall on your
it's
head.
No.
I think that's
and
why
it's not even like a good fruitcake. It's like made from the Hostess company.
Ew.
well, it will last forever then, like a Twinkie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think fruitcake gets a bad rap because it's so heavy, and if you have to know what you're doing to make a good fruitcake. I think there've been some I know my husband has had some very bad fruitcakes out there. So
Yeah. Well, it says here on Google, why is fruitcake so bad? It says you should soak the fruit for days at a time to make sure they are plump and moist.
Mm.
In fact, one of the reasons mass-produced fruitcakes are so dry is because the fruit inside hasn't been soaked long enough. And it soaks up all the moisture from the bread, causing it to be dry.
there you go.
Mm.
Yep. Okay.
But Jerry said that people would make the fruitcake and they would make lots of them. And to keep them, because you didn't put them in the fridge or the freezer, you just put them in the cupboard. And to keep them from going bad is every so often you dump liquor on them and let the liquor soak up. And then it keeps it from going moldy and ucky.
Well, I want that fruitcake.
Interesting.
I think we should start something here.
So
Yeah.
I was making something, I don't remember what it was, but I needed vanilla extract. And I pulled out my homemade vanilla extract out of the cupboard, and that made me smile. That was a gift I loved giving. I don't remember who got it when we used to do our $5 gift exchanges. And I made the vanilla extract with the vodka. And I'm like, oh, this is about halfway down. I
never
can add
got
more
that.
vodka. That's how somebody got it. I don't remember who, but I made myself one, and I made somebody with I used Cabo Wabo bottles.
What's Cabo Wabo?
Cabo Wabo is tequila, and it's the best tequila you will ever have. It's Sammy Hagar's tequila.
Is it the best? I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know either. Mom, remember when you and Karen tried to make some extract?
We made some flavored drinks one year to give for Christmas. Yes. Oh, yes.
They were quite gross.
Well,
yeah.
I did do my research because I had these Madagascar vanilla beans that I got free from the website that we ordered our spices from. And I'm like, what do I do with them? So I researched. And to make vanilla extract, true vanilla extract, you soak the beans in vodka. And it has to soak for a certain period of time before it becomes vanilla extract. But according to everything I read, all the research I did, you just keep adding vodka to that bottle and you will always have forever vanilla extract. So far I've had it for, it was back when we went to Fargo. Was it? No, not Fargo. Bismarck.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But how often do you use it?
I don't. Dave uses it more than I do.
Often.
He uses it when he makes.
I wonder how that would. Sorry.
No.
He uses it when he makes what?
French toast and stuff like that. I don't.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it was.
How good that would be.
Sorry, Christy made sweet potato pie when she was here. That's why we brought it out, and it still smells awesome. It still tastes like vanilla extract,
and it doesn't get drunken.
Mm-mm.
It's not. You know what I mean?
No.
So I wonder how good that would be in these holiday Christmas cookies I make. Yummo!
Bet it'd be real good. Mm-hmm. It's if you take and smell what I made compared to what you buy, even if they say it's real vanilla extract, there is a huge difference.
Oh yeah, that's with most things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, Mom, I don't think you said what kind of gifts you like to receive.
I like to see kids smile at Christmas. I like to see kids get what they want. That's what I like. You know, surprises for children. I like to see that.
Yes.
I don't really, gifts, I don't need a gift. I don't want a gift.
Yeah, we get to a point where if I want something, I'll buy it.
Right.
Right.
And you have a house full of everything you could ever possibly need. You need for nothing. So what is
Right.
there?
Right.
Other than family
Most of the time your dad will give me a gift card to one of the stores that I really like to go to. And I'm still spending last year's. As a matter of fact, I spent it on Christmas gifts this year for a party I went to at church. But there's always that. And then I buy him things which he might use, but never does. And so we just stopped. We just aren't doing
You have
gifts.
to.
Uh-huh.
If we want something, we'll talk about it together and get it for us.
Uh-huh.
I do intend.
Dad does not talk to you about what he buys.
No, Dad does not. He just buys her stuff. That's how it goes.
Well, no, he just buys stuff. It's not necessarily for me.
Well, I got gunpowder and primers the other day for the bullets that were bought for me to be reloaded years ago.
That is hilarious.
Ugh.
Sounds
Because I
exciting.
know you ain't loading no bullets, girl.
You know what? We ain't loading no bullets.
What?
We've got someone who will load them. Yeah.
But I think it's hilarious that the gift was for you.
Oh, yeah. But the bullets were for my 9mm.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what? If that's his way of gifting you, well, who am I to poo-poo it? That's awesome. Good for him.
I'm good
He
with
thinks
it.
that's gonna, yeah, of course. That and a cooked meal.
Yep.
You're all good. That's awesome.
But I do need to buy.
Mhm.
I'm not worried about Christmas, but my husband turns 60 this year.
Oh, please. Mine did that last year. It's a piece of cake. He'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I do need to get him a gift, and what he wants
Yeah.
is I don't know if he wants it for his birthday, but it's what he's going to freaking get, other than other things. But we'll not talk about them here. Is a pressure canner because he wants to can a bunch of meat since we got a deer and all that.
Yeah.
So he wants the one
He
that
would
Dad
love
has.
that.
So Mom, send me a picture of the one Dad has.
What's a pressure canner? Isn't that just a pressure cooker?
Pretty much.
No, close.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look it up.
Nope. Google Master, please.
Pressure canner.
You can buy a cooker / canner, but we're talking like 23 quart or something.
Is there a difference between a pressure cooker and a pressure canner? Pressure cooker is meant to prepare foods faster, whereas a pressure canner is meant to help can fruits and vegetables safely.
Ooh.
Oh.
Safe is good.
Yes.
Dude, just looking at these pictures gives me anxiety.
Let me
All
see the
the-
pictures.
all the-
Are you having pressure cooker anxiety, Margot?
All the knobs and
Oh,
pressure
my.
gauges.
Oh,
and
Share those
Margot,
pictures, girl.
did you ever get to use the pressure cooker Mom and Dad had when we were kids?
No.
No.
Talk about
He just-
anxiety.
He just powered up to the-
I just remember
Wait a second.
sitting on the
And
stove and it would be all psst,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
the
it
little
would
black
be
thing on the top would
rattling.
be all jumping around. And then don't touch the pressure cooker, it'll explode and it'll take your head off.
Yep.
Exactly. Kelly Jean, on a previous episode, you said, I cooked with that all the time. I wasn't afraid of it. And here we are.
Oh, that thing.
Secretly, she was terrified.
Apparently.
Yeah, look at all the knobs on that thing. Holy guacamole.
Well, they're a little safer
I mean, it
than
has
what
to
we
be-
had,
it has to be
apparently.
Nutted down. I mean, good Lord. No.
Yeah, if a pot has to be locked so that it doesn't explode in order to cook, I don't want that.
Well,
No.
well-
I don't want that.
We want to can meat again, which we have done in the past, and it's like the best
Dude,
you've ever had. We've canned
That
beef
just-
stew.
Well,
it's wrong.
No.
I mean, for meat eaters, I think it's fine. I mean, I'm not a meat eater. So to me, it's like, not so much.
So it's not something you need. I get that, but I know I need.
No, but I get it because I would can the vegetables or, freeze the vegetables or
Right.
preserve the vegetables. So it's the same kind of concept.
You don't need to pressure can vegetables.
No, I know.
So, but if you're going to do meat or any meat like beef stew or anything, which we've done, and it was the best beef stew you ever ate. I miss it. So I'm hoping we'll do it again. So that's what I'm going to try to get them.
Nice. Are they expensive?
100.
They can be
30. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, there's one here for $520, but you can get one. You can get one at like Costco for like $200.
Well, I have a Costco membership, Kelly. Do we need to go shopping?
Ooh, do you want to get together? It wouldn't be till after Christmas anyway, because this weekend Dave's off and we're going up to see his mom because we're not going to go up there for Christmas because we're doing Elk Wellington. So,
are you having company or just the two of you?
No, just the two of us.
Okay.
As far as I know, unless somebody surprises us, I don't know. Who knows what one of my sons will do since he wasn't able to come here in November. Don't know. See what happens. Not going to get my hopes up.
Too late.
I know. As soon as you say that, it keeps going in your head. Like, oh, what if?
Your head. See, you get really excited about the possibility of surprises because your kids do that, but we don't have that, which I love. I'm like, no surprises. I'm cool. You let me know if you're coming. I want to know.
What? You don't want someone knocking on your door at 2 a.m.?
or 6 in the morning, like what? Yeah, anticipation is half the fun. I want to be excited about.
Like what? Visitor. Like what do you mean you ran away from home from Minnesota to Texas?
I can't remember. Is that what she said?
Yes. That's what we.
Margo, do you remember? Did
we
you
told her to say that?
Away?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember grabbing her and pulling her in the house and shutting the door. It's like, what? I was surprised.
Uh-huh. Oh, that was a fun surprise to give you.
It was not a fun trip.
No.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, that had to be tough with all those kiddos.
It was long.
Yes, we had 7. Longer. I think we had 7 kids in the car. Was it, Kelly? Or was it 7 people?
7 people, Mom.
7 people.
But we had.
I just remember somebody had to sit on a cooler next to the one seat in the van.
No. You had enough seats.
Maybe that was when
van.
we got there.
That might have been. You had enough seats in your van. And it was you and me and Margo and my 4 children. So, and you had your brand new minivan that seated 7.
Right.
But we had a 4-month-old baby, 5-month-old baby. So.
What year was that? 1990?
Well, Nathan was born in 89.
Joshua was a baby, so it had to be.
It was 1990.
It had to be 9.
Yep.
Spring 1990.
Mm-hmm. March of 1990. Nathan was 5 months old. Margo was 14, I believe.
Yeah, because I said what we should have done was had her take Nathan up to the front door.
Yeah.
And say she ran away.
Oh my God. Oh my, you guys.
Oh, and then.
I can't even.
So Jackie.
Okay, that was great though. That was great.
Jackie was like, I had 6, 5, 4, 2, and 1. No, 6. Yeah.
Nathan was a baby because Joshua was 6 months old, and isn't Nathan younger than Josh?
Nathan would have been 5 months old. Nathan's born in October.
Nathan pooped on the toll road, and we had to get off to change his diaper.
We had to get off to go buy
diaper change, wasn't it?
It was a very expensive diaper change.
You know, I talked to Nathan tonight. He's like, I told him I was going to be podcasting. Yeah. He had some dog training questions for me. And I told him we're podcasting. He's like, yeah, I need to listen to your podcast more. I've listened to the first 2. I'm going to text him. You need to listen to the next one, honey.
Wait, this one won't be out for quite a while.
Well, that's true.
But I just want you 3 ladies to know that that was a really great day for me, even though it was hard and horrible in some ways. And we all know how. It was so great. It was so great because of the effort put into coming to see me. That was really amazing.
Do you remember
I needed
the ice cream bucket and all of us having a spoon?
Yes.
And naming each other.
I did that weekly, so I don't know.
Shelley has eaten so many buckets of ice cream.
I know.
In her past life.
That was my therapy. Are you kidding me? And why get a bowl? Why get a bowl? You need way more than a bowl to get through this tragedy or whatever you're having. So the bucket, I would sprinkle or pour the Hershey's syrup right in the bucket and then eat whatever it covered. Like that's my serving, whatever is touching the chocolate. But that was, I would call that, I need to write a book, you guys.
Yeah.
Ice cream bucket therapy. I'm telling you.
There you go.
Yeah.
We will help you.
I remember staying with you and you and I just scouring the house and the car and the whatever to find enough change for you to go down to the gas station and buy a bucket gallon of ice cream.
Are you serious? I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's desperation, man. I needed therapy bad.
So,
here we are.
Here we are.
New
life.
Here's a little scenario for you. We're all going to go live in a tree house together, us four, for a month.
Wait, for a month. Okay, got it.
What are you going to bring? It already has running water and a potty that works. Plus, it's got electricity. So the four of us are going to live in a tree house for 1 month. What are you going to bring? Start with Kelly.
Does it have to be a tree house?
No.
I don't like heights. Okay.
None of us do.
Okay. Because I would say
we're
parachute.
going to a cabin with running water and plumbing and heat for a month. Got it.
Okay. And we get to bring one thing.
No, she said, what are you bringing?
Oh, okay.
Start listing.
I'm bringing
Kelly first.
I'm going to bring clothes.
No. That doesn't count.
Oh. So what stuff will I bring?
That's a given. What will you bring?
What is the thing that you would
have
want?
Electricity, Kelly.
Yeah, if I'm going to be with my...
If it has Wi-Fi.
If I'm going to be with y'all, I'm not bringing my game. I'm not
Whatever.
bringing...
Yes.
Dirty liar.
No,
So
I'm not.
Liar.
Take it down a notch there, Mom.
Wow.
On your pits, Becca.
Well, if I'm going to be with you guys in a place, I'm bringing alcohol.
Okay.
Alcohol to be with us
For a month. And I will share.
Bring it up to share. All right. So she's got the alcohol, so we don't have to. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's it. You're gonna bring
That's
alcohol.
all you bring in?
Well, I don't know where this is going. Why did I have to be first? That and probably
Because you're my favorite.
She puts a different one on every episode.
no, that's a little, okay.
Well played.
So that and probably some puzzle books for when I am alone. I don't know what else I would need. I would have my clothes. I would have a gun so I could shoot food for
Good
us.
choice.
We've always got those on us. That's no big deal.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shelley. What are you going to bring? What are you going to bring, Shelley?
I'm bringing yarn
Ah,
and either crochet hooks or needles and a bucket of ice cream.
Oh, I should have said a deck of cards too, because we can always play cards.
Someone else will bring that.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my husband.
No.
No.
Not allowed.
no.
Nope, not allowed. That was a given. You should have realized that. You're just a baby, though. It's hard for you to understand.
Well, I would bring yarn and a crochet hook, and I would bring a TV and every single awesome 80s movie that was ever made.
Oh, I like that.
I love that. Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking I've got 80s movies going through my head right now, like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, or Back to the Future, or
Oh, fun. All right, we're going to have a movie marathon.
we would have a party. We have ice cream, we have booze, we have movies.
We have yarn.
yarn.
Oh, you know what
Yeah,
else?
I want.
Chips and dip, baby.
Oh, your salsa, cream cheese, sour cream concoction.
Well, we got to have a couple cans of chickpeas for the love.
Some
We
hummus.
wouldn't serve
You,
hummus.
you guys go ahead and do the hummus and the chickpeas. I'm good with.
Probably, I don't think you've had good hummus. If you hate it, you've never had good hummus. Because if you like chips and dip, you could like hummus.
Okay.
Shelly, did you actually look at that recipe that I shared the other day?
I looked at it, but I didn't memorize it. Yeah, I looked at it.
Oh,
Why?
that was so yummy.
It looked amazing.
Yeah, with the roasted vegetables on top. And I was super excited.
Okay, I told Mom to unmute herself if the dogs stop barking. I'll unmute her and see what's happening. Hold tight.
Okay.
Mom, are you there?
I'm here. For some reason, my screen isn't up on my computer, and I'm afraid if I touch that button, I'll lose you all.
Yep. Don't touch anything. We're still recording. I just muted you while the dogs were barking, but they stopped. So you could hear us, right? We're talking about bringing hummus and chickpeas.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was afraid if I touched that button, it would, because I can't see us talking like I usually can for some reason.
Okay.
Whatever you do not touch the button. Okay.
Not touch the button.
I love it. So Margot is bringing all kinds of movies, and it sounds great. When is this happening and where?
I don't know.
What is Mom bringing?
I'm going to bring quilts for everyone to wrap in.
Cozy.
Yeah, and warm slippers. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Good food. We got to have good food.
Well,
yeah, we do.
No canned meat.
Yeah, we probably have to have something nutritious other than chips and dip, hummus,
ice cream,
booze, and booze.
Hummus is healthy. Actually.
Oh, who's bringing the coffee? Because that's going to be important.
That's important. I'll bring the coffee. I'm also going to bring toilet paper.
Oh, good call, Mom.
Uh-huh. So when are we going?
There's lots.
I don't even care where.
Yeah, when and where.
It could be the middle of South Dakota, and I don't care. Even if it's only for a week, I don't care.
Oh, it sounds blissful. Which reminds me, you guys, we need to have another meet in the middle Christmas. It's been far too long.
Well, the middle.
Far too long.
Yes.
The middle has gotten very different, sweetheart.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, we don't even count Christy and Nathan because they will fly in. Everybody else is somewhere between Montana and Minnesota.
Okay. You're right, because the middle has closed in with Sharia and Jeremy moving.
Yep. And Josh is in Minneapolis right now.
True.
Even if he's in New York, he'll fly in too. Those people that fly, it doesn't matter where they fly.
Well, we got to plan it.
Well, okay, wait. We can't be 2021 because 2021 Christmas is at my house.
It is?
Okay. Yep.
Well, at least for the great grandmas, the grandmas, the mothers, the children, the daughters, and all of that, because we're having the cookie thing. You guys should all come.
Oh, you guys, you know what that means, don't you? Shelly's going to boss us around.
No, I'm going to hire Margot to boss everyone around.
Oh.
Haven't we already talked about this? That's where she shines, and I'm just like,
you know what?
Bring it.
You probably don't even have to pay her. She just likes to do it.
I know. I'm going to hire her for like a cookie.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to be money.
You tell me what the end result is needed, and I will make sure it happens.
For sure.
Well, I do know.
I'm very good at delegating.
Well,
I do know I have my own suite at Sharia's house, and it's movable. I can pull it into Shelly's house.
You guys, because she's only like 8 miles away, between our two houses, we could have the entire family. Oh my gosh.
I want to do it before Christmas.
Tomorrow?
Well,
Wait a second.
Before Christmas 2021.
Oh.
Let Shelly get some furniture.
I have no furniture.
Right.
Actually, I stole 2 wing chairs from the church. So I've got 2 chairs.
Well, I have furniture.
And 1 bed.
I want out of my house.
Right. BYOF.
There you go.
I did get rid of another piece of furniture in my home this week.
Really? I am so proud of you.
We got rid of...
Seriously, what did you get rid of?
A dresser. The one that the 100-year-old oak dresser Dave had in his room with the drawer fronts falling off and stuff. Somebody actually wanted to purpose,
They still have-
refurbished, which he did and made it
Oh.
beautiful and is giving it to his daughter
Really?
for
Already?
Christmas. Yep, already.
Already? You have pictures?
Dave does. I'll get them.
Yeah.
So
Get them because I want to see that. That's awesome.
one of the dressers out of my room went from my room to Dave's room.
Hey, Kelly is purging, you guys. This is a big day.
Trust
big
me.
year.
I am going through all these clothes. I'm like, why do I have it? Why do I have it? So Tom and Amy, they do the, because they have the special needs children, they do through the Tim Tebow Foundation, do the Night to Shine. And Amy has
cool.
an entire trailer filled with gowns and things for these, when they do this prom night type of thing. And I'm like, Amy, do you need dresses donated? I have prom dresses and bridesmaid dresses. And she's like, heck yeah. She's got an entire trailer full. And I'm like, going through my closet.
I still have the bridesmaid's dress from Margot's wedding.
So do I.
Oh God,
Only-
that green horrible thing.
It was horrible. I loved that dress.
I did too.
Shreya.
The old-
Margot, that was so beautiful.
But it's like the classic horrible
Who cares?
bridesmaid dress.
Who cares?
No,
Who
honey.
cares?
Think of Friends.
loved it.
It wasn't what Rachel had to wear with the poofy in the back. No, this was great. Trust me.
It's great.
The only caveat with
but I
them,
could donate.
yeah, the only caveat is they cannot be strapless. And I don't think they were strapless, were they?
No, it was just sort of a wide neck and a little.
Oh, yeah,
like
the
right
little-
on the edge
the
of
little-
shoulder.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Mhm.
Yep, I'm donating.
gosh.
donating.
And your hair was that mushroom cap hair. The best way to describe it. It's like a
What
mushroom
hair?
cap.
I don't
Your
remember
hair
that.
at my wedding.
Mine
Yeah, it was like a
Mine?
mushroom cap. Yeah.
or Kelly? You're talking about Kelly's wedding. Updo. I did not have a mushroom cap at your wedding.
Oh, we're going to get a picture.
And it was all
Get a picture out right this minute.
Shelly had an
I'm
updo at
picturing it
my
right
wedding,
now.
and it was gorgeous. And she had a
Yeah.
beautiful,
I actually just saw that.
beautiful pale blue dress on.
That was my confirmation dress. That's what happened. I ran across that. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. I was watching Snapchat a year ago. We were at Mom's house because we were meeting little Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
And so my Snapchat story today, I kid you not, I'm going to it right now, is me going through pictures. And here's the one of me at my confirmation and then Kelly's wedding. Sending it right now. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to love this. Or you won't love it, but it is what it is.
So, did you buy the
I don't
dress
care.
before, or did we buy the dress and you used it as your confirmation? Because
I repurposed it. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know
'cause
which came first.
I remember
Chicken
Lori
and
and
egg.
I going to Ward's outlet looking for dresses for the bridesmaids. And Lori was 8 months pregnant, trying them on. I think you were with too, Shell.
So there's the two pictures. Oh, look at. Sorry, I couldn't turn it. Little Margot on that cute. little
Oh,
red.
she did not look
Rosy.
happy. Mm,
She was never happy, that child.
look at mom and dad.
But there I am in the same dress in both events.
that hair is mushroom cap hair. It looks like a little
Yeah.
mushroom cap.
It was her wedding though, not yours. That I had that
Yeah,
updo.
that was an updo.
I was just clarifying which event. Oh my gosh! But there were other pictures that I need to share because wow,
So
I ran through a ton of really fun pictures. Go ahead, Kelly.
are these the ones Jake had found in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great pictures. Pictures that I had that were lost. Okay, so I've got a couple pictures coming right now, and these are super fun. You're going to love it. Hang tight, baby Marco.
I haven't seen it
yeah.
yet, but little trucker.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, I was an
Oh
ugly
my
baby.
God.
Marco, you were a beautiful baby. Are you kidding me?
Right?
Let me know
Pretty
when you
sure,
guys all
Mom.
see the one of Jackie and Steven and Travis.
Hang on.
Pretty sure, Mom, I have those glasses in my hope chest.
Do y'all
Oh,
see
really?
that one?
Mm-hmm.
Are you cereal?
I am
Oh,
cereal.
look at
Oh, look at us. Look at me. I'm smiling. Look at me how happy I am.
So these are just the first few. They came up on my story this morning, and I was like, oh, That's right. A year ago, I was at Mom's going through all these pictures, and this was crazy. And
Oh my gosh.
I will cut this
look
out.
at my bangs. Those are
Margot,
epic.
you had the best bang.
The wave, man.
Wow.
Wave.
Who's
You had the
Margot
wave.
holding?
You had the wave. Yours was the best wave ever.
Josh.
Where
It
that's
looks like.
that last picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Joshy. He's got his broken arm in that picture. Oh my gosh, these are great pictures, you guys. Look at us. There we are. I'm not in this picture. I just realized I must be taking the picture.
Oh, you, me, and
that's when-
Margot.
That's when Dad was a Mac Tool driver because I'm wearing a Mac Tool truck.
Yeah, you are. What about that one of our dad holding Travis? That's one of my favorite pictures. Well, wait. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
I had a dream, the weirdest dream about Mom and Dad, like this last week. Okay, so I don't know what house Brian and I lived in, but we were getting ready to go to Bible study. And I don't know, there was this big ordeal. Like, okay, we got to get ready. We got to go. We're going over to these friends of ours that we actually go to church with now. And I opened the door to go out of the house, and it's like summertime, and there's Mom and Dad. And I'm like, what? What are you guys doing here? You guys drove the little red car
Oh dear.
all the way from Montana. And I was like, wow. And you're like, we're going to go to Bible study with you. Like, okay, cool. This is the greatest day ever. So we go there and we're just having a really nice time. We're not even in the Bible study. We're having like cake and stuff just for fun. And then, this gets so funny. And then somebody says, oh, well, it's not really a Bible study. It's a surprise party for you, Shelley. What? It's not my birthday. It's no special day. I'm like, okay, great. So I'm serious. I can still remember this. This was like, I don't know, 5 days ago. And we're having cake and we're just having a really good time. There's a bunch of people that I don't even recall. And then at some point I sit down with Mom and I'm like, wow, Mom, if you got here in time for Bible study and you drove that little red car all the way here, what time did you have to leave the house? And you know what you said? You looked up and you go, F30. You didn't say the naughty F word. You said F30. I can't even forget it. I'm like, okay. She's not happy about how early she had to get up and leave to come to this.
That's
I couldn't
fabulous.
wait to tell you. I wrote it down. I know. Anyway. Yeah, so total dream. Oh my gosh, I've been trying to remember that for days. No idea where that came from.
Well, explain to me Freudian this dream that Jason told me he had the other night. He was in charge of a baby race where these babies raced, and he was in charge of the whole baby race.
Were they crawling or walking?
Crawling, walking babies, and they were racing, and he had to keep control of them. But there was also alligators, so he had to make sure that no babies got eaten.
Okay, so let's try to decipher that one.
Let's unpack and untangle that one.
So yeah, so he needs to be protecting these babies and in control of the race. Ooh. I don't know.
Right?
He wants keep them away from the alligators.
Competing children that are in peril, and then he's gonna. I don't know, but he
needs to be the hero. Yep, that's all it is.
But he was appalled that he dreamed it. He's like, "What is up with that?"
I was appalled that I dreamed my mom said F30. I was like, "What? She's bad."
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Okay.
We never even got to what Mom's subject was.
Does she have a question? Or Mom's what?
Subject.
What are you talking about?
Our subject was Christmas.
Yeah.
Hence why we're talking about driving little red cars and alligators and babies. I remember one time when we lived in French Lake that I tore mom and dad's bedroom apart until I found my little like tea set that they bought me for Christmas. It's like a little plastic, little tea set.
Yeah.
I remember doing that one time.
I used to have
That's what you get for leaving your kid home alone all day.
right.
You remember in your bedroom in French Lake, Mom? You and Dad used to put up the mural. You had like
Yes.
you had like
a mural on the
deer.
wall.
There's literal deer in your bedroom.
Well,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you want to
And
be
you
on
guys
the
had
outdoors?
bunnies hanging from the ceiling. You had a bunch of blow up bunnies hanging from the ceiling back in the day.
Yeah, those blow-up bunnies. Yep.
I didn't.
Oh, those like tall ones, like pink and yellow and blue.
Yeah.
I didn't have bunnies hanging from my
No, you were gone by then, Kel.
Well, you
I
had
don't know if
a
that was-
husband by then, so you were out doing the bunny stuff.
Very true.
That's for sure. 4 kids later.
I love telling the story about, and I don't remember who or what. I just remember Dad's response. And somebody was asking him about Shelly and I, and since we're so close in age to him, because we call him Dad, but what he called us, and he looked at him and said, fertile.
Fertile and not barren, he said. Fertile and not barren.
Oh, is that what it was? I just remember the fertile.
And not barren.
Between the two of us, we had 8 children.
Somebody at Buffalo Junction asked him that.
Okay, so you remember the story better than I do. I just remember him going fertile.
Oh, that's
Because,
hilarious.
I mean, we had 8 kids between us, right? So, clearly.
Clearly, yeah.
Oh, man.
So are we going to have a health moment tonight?
The health moment is it's Christmas time and you should eat as much cookies and treats and cider and cocoa as you want because that will make you feel better.
You guys, speaking of cocoa,
Yeah.
I bought some cocoa bombs. I don't know if you guys seen these. They're like all the rave right now.
I
have
heard
not.
about them.
But the one I bought, one is a spear made out of chocolate and one was a heart made out of white chocolate. And it's a shell of chocolate and inside is cocoa powder and teeny little marshmallows.
Ooh.
And you heat up your milk and you throw the cocoa bomb in your milk and the chocolate melts and makes your hot cocoa.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
I have heard of those.
Margo, I don't know if you remember. I have not, but I don't know if you remember back in the ice cream bucket days, one of my favorite things to do was sprinkle hot cocoa into the bucket.
Yes. Yes.
That is the most delicious dessert ever. To this day, Sharia does that.
I
Is
was
She's
it
teaching her kids that.
Hershey's cocoa?
It's Swiss Miss cocoa with or without marshmallows. Either way, you sprinkle that on your bowl of ice cream because she's not teaching them the bucket thing, which is good.
good.
But put it in a bowl and then sprinkle some hot Swiss Miss cocoa on there. It's the most amazing.
Yes. And I like to let it melt just a little bit and then you mix it all up really good.
Is that why my
Oh,
children
okay,
do that?
so-
Hershey's cocoa on their ice cream? No, I know why.
Maybe.
Grandma and Grandpa taught us that. I know.
Well, maybe that's why I learned it.
Yep, that's how you learned it. Grandma and Grandpa.
That's okay. Well, thank you, Grandma and Grandpa, because it is the best dessert ever. And I have to edit my little list of things I'm bringing to our little cabin in the woods for a month. I'm bringing cocoa to go on the ice cream.
Oh, there you
To
go.
go on the ice
Now, my favorite ice cream is what's the marshmallow nutty chocolate
Moose
Rocky
tracks?
Road.
Rocky Road. Thank you.
Rocky Road. Yeah.
Rocky Road.
So I don't need cocoa on that.
Margo, to your point, Moose Tracks is the bomb.
I don't know what that
Moose
is.
Tracks.
I've never had it
That's okay, Cal. You don't like ice cream.
unless it's Rocky Road.
She does. It's not her thing. I mean, she might like a little Rocky Road, but give that girl a lasagna or something. She's not a sweet
You
girl.
give me chips and dip, and I'm going to eat it all. Give me Rocky Road. I'm going
Chips
to
and
have
dip,
3
yeah.
bites, and I'm happy. Exactly.
Right. I need a whole bucket, apparently, and a box of Swiss Miss.
Seriously, you guys, we should
Well,
plan.
I need to edit mine now too because I am going to need to bring tater tots.
Oh,
We're all bringing our favorite
And an air
food.
fryer.
And I need my tater tots because
And an air fryer,
and an
right?
air fryer. Right.
Jeffrey Dahmer pulled up next to me,
Okay, wait.
opened the door, and said,
No.
Margo, I got tater tots.
It's okay.
And you're like, I'm your girl.
It's okay, Margo. He didn't like girls.
Oh, what? Okay, no, cut. I didn't ask. No, I didn't ask. Never mind.
I don't.
Oh
He
my
would.
gosh.
He killed women too, but
I'm terrified right now.
No, he
I
didn't.
might have a little bit of a double thought. It would give me pause. But
Do you guys know what my very favorite food in the world is?
What?
you know what it is? It's that liverwurst.
Oh, good Lord.
No, it's not. I like that, but no.
Oh, it's ring bologna. It's ring bologna and mashed potatoes.
Well, it's mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes.
Oh, heck
That's
yeah.
a good one, Mom.
Mashed potato blues, baby? Yes.
Favorite? No, but favorite in the whole world, Kelly.
Yep. When Jackie
Okay.
and Riker are in charge of my nursing home life, Riker's bringing the vodka and Jackie's bringing the mashed potatoes.
So I get that.
Mashed potato. All
That's
right.
your favorite comfort food. That's the thing that will make you comfortable and happy, right? Okay. Me, it's
Yep.
macaroni and cheese, but it's got to be good macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
I have more than one. I have macaroni and cheese, hamburger gravy, and creamed salmon on toast.
Oh.
Shit on a shingle.
Wait.
Mhm.
Yes, Margo, you said it. You said it. Oh, that's what I called it. Hamburger gravy. Okay, so for all the people listening, hi Emily, out there, a hamburger gravy is simply hamburger fried up in a pan, and then what do you put in it to make it gravy-ish? Do you put like flour and water? Yes, it's flour and water, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you get sort of creamy.
Well, you
And
season
onions.
you
And
season it.
And I used, you season it with, you can use
I know
a
that.
steak sauce or Worcestershire sauce or something like that if you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends
I used
on how
to make
much money
mine-
you had and what was in the cupboard.
Right. I
Very
used
true.
to make my flour,
There's
water,
nothing.
gravy in my little ranch dressing shaker.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Do you remember
yeah,
that?
okay.
Everyone
I just
had one of
use
those
Tupperware.
Rubbermaid ranch dressing shakers. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
I just used an empty, like cottage cheese container. The free Tupperware you get at the store,
Yeah.
I still have a Tupperware one.
Yep.
Oh, but note to everyone out there: use cold water, not hot water.
Yeah.
Correct.
Or it will
And put
explode
salt
on
in
you.
it so it doesn't get lumpy.
Correct.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, Kelly! And you said cream salmon over toast.
Oh.
Mm.
Yep.
No.
Oh, staples. Oh my gosh, my kids need to listen to this because they're all going to be like, "Mom, you need to make this right now."
So
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, one of the questions I was going to ask you is, what was one of your favorite meals that I made? And I think it must have been hamburger gravy.
no,
Yep, that you made. It was for me.
But it depended upon what hamburger was used. I'm sorry.
correct.
Oh, amen to that, sister.
Yes.
Because if it's no venison, thank you very much.
Oh, me, no
Oh,
goat,
okay.
no goat, no goat, no goat.
No squirrel hamburger. No.
turtle, no squirrel, no rabbit. It had to be beef.
Now, I'll tell you, in recent years, give me a little antelope burger and I'll make hamburger gravy, and that is phenomenal. It's like high-end restaurant hamburger gravy.
Antelope is very good, is a very good meat. It is one of the highest in proteins there is.
It is so
I'll
good,
have
so
those.
sweet, so
Thank you.
special. Yeah.
You know what else is high in protein? Spinach.
Kale.
Spinach.
Yuck, yuck.
Okay, here's the health moment. Everybody out there, all vegetables have protein in it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Mic drop. Leave it there.
Yes, my drop, exactly.
is that what is in this? So I listen to a lot of podcasts and they do the commercials for the Impossible Burger. And their whole premise of the whole thing is this is hamburger made all from plants. And we're saving
They're
the planet.
delicious.
We're saving the planet because we are not wasting water on feeding cows and we are not wasting our plants on feeding cows. And I'm like,
I'm gonna interject a little bit
Okay.
and say Bularkey because those things are so processed
Yeah.
that they're not, they're so far from what they are. I don't know if I've actually had any impossible quote unquote meat stuff. I don't think I've actually bought any and eaten any.
I have tried, because the Hy-Vee is a high-end grocery store out here, and
That's where
the
I had
Hy-Vee
my
Market
first
Grill.
one. It's with you.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it does have an Impossible Burger. It is a completely plant-based hamburger. And in fact, when it came out to the table, I said, Brian, they accidentally brought me an actual burger. And then we started Googling, and people are like, no, you think it's actual hamburger, and it's not. But to your point, Margot, it is highly processed, but it is all made of plants. There is no actual animal product in it. So you have to weigh okay, am I going to eat an animal, which, do your own research on what is in that, or am I going to eat plants that have been processed into this, and I'll just give it this funny name, Frankenburger.
I like it. I like it.
You have to pull out the ingredients in it, the nutrients and the vitamins, minerals, nutrients in it, and decide what's best for you. Because in both cases, meat or not meat, there are pros and cons. So I want everybody to do their own research on it.
So
go ahead, Cal.
Me from the meat eater side of this whole conversation, I'm going, if you don't want to eat meat, why do you want to eat something that tastes like meat? I don't understand.
Yep. We've had this conversation before. And the point is we've grown up on meat, Cal. And then it's a comfort food. It's just a comfort food. It's what you're used to.
Yeah.
And so you want to eat what's comfortable to you and what you know, right? But you want to eat it with as little cholesterol and fat and who knows what else, because antibiotics, all of those things that they are often raised with, especially if it's grown in a food lot or those where it's farmed meat.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
You want hang tight, but so you still want those flavors because that's what you know, that's what you grew up on. It's what feels right to you, but a healthier version because it's all made of plants. But even though it's processed, again, everybody do your own research.
But I cannot understand. It does not compute in my head that you can take grass, leaves of any kind of something, any kind of vegetation, and make it taste like meat without putting additives of some sort in there. I eat vegetation. Well, yeah. I eat meat.
But hang on, because that meat you're eating has additives in it.
Well, some of it does, some of it doesn't.
Most of it does.
When I shoot the deer in my backyard, it does not.
Exactly. Okay. 95% of the population ain't shooting the deer in the backyard.
Okay. Gotcha.
Do you guys remember, me and my husband have been joking about this for a while now, but do you guys remember when you were so poor that you were getting to the end of the ketchup bottle and you'd put water in it?
Yes, absolutely. Mom taught us that.
Right? You've got the kids who need breakfast and you've only got a teeny bit of milk left. So unbeknownst to your children, you add a little bit of water to it so that they both could have a bowl of cereal.
Yep.
Don't know if I ever did that one, but I did have powdered milk at some time.
We've had powdered milk, same thing.
Oh, isn't that stuff gross? We had powdered milk.
Horrible. The first thing that comes to mind, Mom, when I think of powdered milk is the farm with Auntie Margot and Uncle Wally.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I remember it. But Margot, I got to just say really quick here, I have never added water to ketchup. When it's out, it's out. I've never even thought that was a possibility. Never occurred to me.
Yeah, you got just a little bit left and you don't have any more and you're not going to get any more. So
I was like, no, you just don't get it. Sorry.
Add water to it. And so now it's just kind of a running joke when we're like to the end of like the ranch or the ketchup. It's like, oh, just add some water to it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that didn't occur to me for some reason. Mm-mm.
I also remember one time when Dave and I had made pancakes. We didn't have syrup. And I went, oh, we have Karo syrup up there in the cupboard. We'll just add brown sugar to it. And he goes, what are you talking about?
Did it work?
I'm like,
Did it work?
well, that's what my mom and dad used to do. Yeah.
I don't remember doing that.
Oh, yeah. We
Oh.
had Caro syrup on pancakes. I don't know if we added brown sugar.
Yeah.
We had Caro syrup on
Okay.
pancakes.
But it's sweet.
Hmm.
It's sweet. Who cares,
Right.
right?
Right.
The one thing I did do when we were super duper poor and raising 4 children is I would make a box of Kraft macaroni and cheese into a hot dish. I would add tuna fish,
Yep.
a can of tuna fish, and a can of peas.
Yep. I remember
Yep.
you did that.
Yep, they liked it.
It's probably one of their comfort
We should
foods
have it.
now. Kind of like cream
I
salmon.
haven't counted.
Yeah, it would be interesting, Shelley, if you talked to all of your kids
Mhm.
and said, "Do you remember when I did this?" And then find out from them if it's a good memory or a bad memory.
You know
It
what?
would be fun to ask questions.
We should ask all our kids what their favorite food from childhood is and bring that up.
Yeah.
Since we've all talked about it to our mom.
Oh, you know what it was recently? We talked about it. Cream peas on toast.
Really?
Yes.
So you didn't even have the
Yeah,
salmon?
wait, Kelly, when you and I grew up, it was cream peas on biscuits. We did buttermilk biscuits with Bisquick. Do you remember that stuff?
I don't.
Bisquick drop biscuits. You don't remember Bisquick
Well,
drop biscuits?
I know Bisquick
Oh, I
drop
had them all the
biscuits,
time.
but
Yeah, that was a staple. But for me, I couldn't afford the Bisquick, so it was on toast, man. But the kids, Jake for sure remembers cream peas on toast.
see, I go cream pea or cream salmon with the peas in there on toast.
I couldn't afford salmon. Are you kidding me? Not even in a can. Nope. We should do that. There's something we could do. Who was the poorest?
Well, it depends on which year it was.
Right, because I would say that when we were kids, it was us. Because when you make your French dressing out of ketchup and mayonnaise, something's got to be wrong.
See?
Oh, yes, the homemade French dressing.
Yeah.
I never ate it because it was gross and disgusting. I just ate my lettuce bare naked.
You know what?
That's probably why I eat ketchup to this day.
That's another thing my husband laughed at me about. What are you doing? Making dressing.
I'm making French dressing.
Oh,
Hey, man, to all the moms and dads out there who tried to do their best, you rocked it. You
Right.
rocked
you
it.
know damn right. We do what we can in the moment
That's
we
right.
have.
That's
And
right.
the kids, they were like, this is normal. I'm sorry if you did that and you got a this is okay. You rocked it.
You're right.
Yeah. Add water to your ketchup. You rocked it. Amen, sister.
And just cream it all and put it on toast.
That's right. Add some flour and water and put it on toast and it's all okay.
Oh my
I
gosh.
high-five all of us for getting through it, man. We did it. Look at us. We did it.
Oh, we did it. And we
did
did it
it.
with a sense of humor. And here we are.
Yeah.
Hello.
And shoot, for some of our kids, that's their comfort food.
Right.
Right?
They're like,
Praise the Lord.
our moms survived. We're good. We're golden.
Oh, man. That's right. I'm proud of all of us. Seriously.
I am too. Oh, there's Dad in the background.
He's
Love you,
calling
Dad.
dogs.
Oh, ask him about the ice rink. Did he have
Oh.
a kit or how did he make that?
Just a minute. Can you mute me for
Yep.
a second?
Yeah, I can mute your hand.
Steve?
Where's my I want to hear it.
Don't mute her.
Steve! Oh, mother.
We all know Dad can't hear worth crap.
He's in the basement.
Oh, wait. This is important.
Text him.
I am.
Call him up. I texted my husband once tonight.
Last time I called your father, are you listening to me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you muted me. Last time I called your father, he brought me a beer
I remember that.
because I don't want a beer, but
If he brings it
hello,
on.
are you there, dear? Oh, just a second. Are you there, dear? Oh, can you come up here for a moment?
Your daughters need you. All of them. All at once.
Oh.
Oh,
We all need to say hi, Daddy.
yeah,
Daddy.
I'll have to put the headphones on his head.
Yeah, so he can hear us.
He's making a cameo.
Yeah.
Oh,
our
perfect.
first cameo appearance.
Yes.
What does that mean?
We brought
It
the
means
dad
like
in for it.
Our appearance.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
He's almost here. It was a long trip up.
I guess
You
so.
have to put these on.
A lot of stairs. Right.
Are you there, Dad?
Let us know when Dad can. hear
Okay,
us.
he's on.
All right. Hi,
Hey,
Dad.
Dad.
Hi.
Can you hear us? All right.
Yes.
First off,
So
well,
we were
wait. First off, we love you.
Yeah, love you too.
butt kisser.
She's the favorite tonight, remember?
She's the favorite. That's right.
All
What was
right.
I thinking?
All right. Ask the question.
Okay, Dad, do you remember in North St. Paul? Think hard. You at least 1 year, maybe more than one. You made us an ice rink in the backyard. Do you remember that?
No.
What?
This had to be a lot of work for you. North St. Paul, the house with the playhouse in the backyard. You made an ice rink for us,
Okay.
and I don't know if you had a kit or how you made the edges to get the ice to stay in there. And you just sprayed the hose over the ground, and it froze, and we skated
Yes.
on it. You don't.
Okay.
You do or don't.
No. But yeah.
Mom didn't remember
Okay,
either.
never mind.
Here we thought you would remember, and it
Kelly.
was going to be so epic.
Yeah, I didn't know how you got the edges around that thing, but you did.
Yeah, I believe it
tell
was
you.
a kit.
Thought so too.
Okay.
It looked a lot like the one that Margot sent a picture of. Okay, well,
Okay.
thanks, Dad.
All right.
Yeah, and it could have been a kit. Now that you say that, that's familiar.
Yeah.
North
Yeah.
St. Paul. Remember the acorns?
Not the acorns, the black walnut shell. Come on.
Yeah.
There were acorns.
No, they were
Also-
black walnuts.
All the trees, even the one by the garage, was a black walnut tree.
No, we
There was
have-
only one black walnut tree.
Okay.
yeah, middle of the
Yeah.
Are
yard.
you sure? You don't
Yes.
remember the ice rink, so I'm not confident anymore.
Okay. All right. Love you.
Okay. Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Love you, Dad.
Yeah, the
I don't
kit.
think
So
so.
now I remember the kit.
I don't think he's much of a guest. He goes, yeah, no.
No,
But I do
he's
remember
remembering
the
a
kit.
kit.
He remembers
Okay.
the
He
kit
does
now.
remember it now.
Beautiful.
Yes, he did it.
How could he not?
I know. He,
Yeah, that was so monumental. As a child, that's just proof that things, when you're a child, are just huge, And for a dad, you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, whatever.
well,
Different.
and that was part of the whole thing of our yard being the yard. We had friends come ice skate in our yard. We had friends come
I know.
play the games in our yard. We were the yard.
It was a big deal to you and me, but to mom and dad, they're like in the house, oh man, all those kids are over again.
Right?
Right.
Actually, though,
Okay.
I truly think it was like, well, at least I know where they are, just like I was.
Yeah.
When my
You
kids
know-
were all here.
We were pretty naive. We just believed that you guys were doing the right thing and having fun. And, we both grew up in families where you could run the neighborhood.
Right.
But Mom,
So,
wait a minute. You both grew up in families where you could run the neighborhood, and you both kind of got in trouble, right?
did we? What?
Huh?
What?
So here's the
That
fun-
wasn't running the neighborhood that got me in trouble.
the funny part to me is you didn't have a whole lot of supervision, which neither did I for the most part. And there were reasons. Yeah,
I had way too much.
you and Dad were working a lot, and I was not gonna have any of it. But I feel like maybe I was a little too over supervising of my children. But then again,
Oh.
they did.
You just
Shit.
said something that I thought was interesting. Dad and I worked a lot all the time.
Mhm.
Even when I didn't work outside the home, I did daycare.
Mhm.
How come we were poor?
I don't know, Mom. I
That's a good question because you guys worked a lot.
they did. They were,
I never even realized we were poor. So
I don't know that we were poor, Mom. I don't know if I would say poor. I think we lived like we were
Maybe
poor.
frugal.
Wait a minute.
Maybe frugal is a better word. Yeah, I mean, if you made do, you made do.
And Dad, number one,
We never lacked for anything.
no, Dad always provided. And then you apparently saved enough money to move on up and forward. I guess I don't know that I feel like we were poor before we met Dad.
Yeah,
After,
that's true.
Yeah.
Single parenting was I made $3.10 an hour at my job.
I know. And you got no child support. Got no child support. We know that. So, yeah, that was a whole.
Well, I did get $150 a month. I sometimes got $150 a month. It was actually not too irregular, but $150 didn't even buy the milk.
Right.
2 children.
And to ask my kids, they thought we were dirt poor, and they never went without anything.
So, and it's funny because I've talked to a couple of your kids and they thought we were richer than rich here. I'm like, what?
Oh,
yeah. The grass is always greener. It's really a child's perspective. And just because they maybe went without one thing, good golly. Seriously? Are you kidding me? And nowadays, kids go without nothing.
Right.
They don't have to wait for Christmas to get their socks and underwear like we did.
No.
I thought it was great. All right. New socks and underwear. I was so happy. Yeah.
Today I'm still so happy when I can get new socks and underwear, which I just did this last month.
But see, and the point is you don't have to wait for Christmas.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a different world.
Well, my oldest asked for socks for Christmas, so
he doesn't want to buy them for himself.
Margot, he has 400 pairs of socks.
He has so many socks.
I washed his socks for years. I haven't washed his socks since he moved, but
okay.
I practiced when Riley went into the Air Force and he had to fold his socks Air Force style. I practiced on Riker's socks for hours. So I could do it just like Riley did.
Riker just doesn't want to have to do laundry. Give him some socks so he can just toss them.
He does not want to do laundry. Yeah.
No, bless his heart.
Well, whoever does want to do laundry.
Listen, I don't mind doing his laundry. Never have minded doing his laundry. The boy will shovel my sidewalks. He will clean up dog poop. He will take out my trash. He will carry things. He will do whatever I ask him to do. I'll wash his socks.
There are some things worth trading for. That's right.
But he does have about 40 pair.
Oh, he's got more than 40 pair because if they're dirty and he needs some more, he just goes out and buys some more.
He must be rich.
And it just goes to show that my parents did something right. I did something right, that my kid is in a position where if he needs new socks, he can go out and he can buy his own socks.
That's right.
Dang right. We all had a...
Now, and Kelly's kids, don't all of Kelly's kids just wear flip-flops? They don't need socks?
Well, it depends on where they live. But yeah, for the most part. Here's the thing.
I don't think it does depend on
You know what? We all did something right. We all have very successful children who are still struggling in some ways. And that all stems from our mom and dad doing something right. We broke family tradition, I guess I would say, family something. And we are 3 women who were 17 years old when we started having children. And we have between us 10 children, right? Counting right? 10?
Yep, that's 10. That's right.
And
4 girls, 6 boys.
None of them fell into that teenage becoming a parent trap. And I don't want to call it a trap because that would be the wrong thing. We raised them so that they knew it was important to become an adult and not a teenage parent or a young parent or an uneducational parent like the 3 of us were. And the 4 of us, actually. So I think we've done some real good. And I think Mom has taught us lessons. And I think we have taught her lessons. And I think we've done a good thing. We've excelled. We've made it happen for our children.
Yeah, we're all good people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Some of us are.
Right.
Not all of us. I'm sorry.
That coming from Shelley. Right.
It's me. I'm the rotten egg.
I know. The sweetest of the sweet.
I got y'all fooled.
I think we should probably wrap this up with Margot's thing of the day. What is that called? What happened today in history?
What happened today?
What does she do? She does something like that, doesn't she?
I don't know what I do. I just show up.
She tells us a good story at the end.
Nobody
Usually.
knows what she does.
But you know what? She will not do the one about the guy who collects tattoos.
Okay.
I'm okay with that because that's really twisty.
I heard about this disorder that people can get. It's called corpse rash, as in dead
Right.
person.
I read that too on our Murder Reno thing.
Yeah.
So I looked it up, Margot.
Yeah, and it's caused by the stuff they put in bodies to preserve them. What is that stuff called?
Formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde. Yeah. So the next funeral you guys go to, don't kiss the dead guy.
Wait a
Give
second.
you a rash. Won't be good.
I'm confused.
So,
Well, tell him the story, Margot. Brief.
Brief. This lady, her friend, met this guy. They hit it off. They kissed. They went their separate ways, which I don't believe this story.
It
Because,
kind of sounded phony to me, but
but anyways, she went to her doctor, and the doctor said that she had corpse rash on her lips because whoever she kissed had. I think in her story she said they'd eaten a dead person.
Oh.
yeah, he turned out to be a serial killer or something.
Yeah, but that's not the case. The thing is that you can get this thing. It's called corpse rash, and you get it on your lips because people kiss. They're like, one last, goodbye, grandma. Let me give you a kiss before they close the coffin. And the formaldehyde and the other preserving agents that they use in and on the body gets on you and then causes this incurable rash.
Incurable?
Yeah, well, it takes like long time and a lot of stuff to cure it because...
I suggest you look it up because there's a few other little details she's skipping, but that's okay because it's kind of gross.
Contact dermatitis caused by kissing a corpse. Ooh.
So I have actually watched a show called Investigation Discovery. And they have had a guy on there who was a mortician who was actually smoking or ingesting the embalming stuff.
Stop.
Oh.
This is a family show.
And it was
in 17.
He was getting high on it
Go ahead.
and then killed somebody.
Yeah.
And then they caught him.
Yeah. Well, today in 1775, tomorrow in 1775, one of my favorite authors was born, Jane Austen.
Oh.
Who does not love a little Pride and Prejudice?
Oh, favorite.
When Mr. Darcy at the end is walking through the foggy moor.
Yes.
Love it.
Great book.
And then also today in 1939, Gone with the Wind premiered.
No.
I have never watched that.
Oh, it's such a good movie, Kelly.
Sister.
Oh,
Miss Scarlett, I don't know nothing about birthing no babies.
Okay. So what we do...
And frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So that's going to be on the movie agenda when we go do our podcast retreat.
Barbara's bringing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then Rhett Butler tells Scarlett that she needs a kissing and she needs it badly, but he's not going to kiss her.
Oh man, that is such a I need to watch that again.
Yeah.
It's been way too long.
And in 1980, Colonel Sanders passed away.
Aww.
Oh.
And at the end of his career, he had sold his Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise, and he was so disappointed with the franchise. And the one thing he really hated was the gravy.
Oh,
really?
He would rant and rave at the end of his life about what they did to the gravy, and it was not what his mom made.
Okay, well, I don't like gravy, so I'm with them.
Oh, I drink gravy if it's good gravy, but yeah,
I don't like gravy.
I don't think I could drink gravy.
If it's good gravy, you could.
I don't think Kelly would actually drink gravy either.
No, but
I put it on stuff, but
yeah, I don't put it on stuff either. It's like liquid meat. No.
Well, you can make vegan gravy.
It's a freaking mess, you guys. Come on.
I don't like to. I don't like to douse my
Excuse
food
me,
in-
hamburger gravy? Did we not talk about that
Yeah,
earlier?
I'm an adult.
She can
It's okay.
she can pick and choose.
All right.
She can pick and choose.
This has been the best 2.5 hours, you guys.
It's been fun.
Wow.
Went a lot of places.
We did.
He did.
I know. Well, I was going to ask you what's unique about our family, but I think we covered that.
We sure did.
We sneak up on
Let's
you.
go back and listen.
He sneaked up on you.
Well, next time we meet 2 weeks from now, will it be Christmas week?
Actually,
It'd
we need
be
to
New Year's
postpone
week.
it.
Okay.
So I asked
Okay.
for a reprieve. Let me look at the calendar really fast. Yeah, it would have been, it would have been my birthday. We're for sure not meeting on that day.
Okay.
All right. Then.
I'm busy. I have nothing to do.
I'm busy. I have nothing to do.
I got nothing. There's nothing on there. Oh, it just says Shelley's birthday and podcast recording, but she's going to delete that because we're not doing
All
that.
right.
So that's a shout out. Guess what, everybody? It's my birthday in 2 weeks. Do not forget it.
Okay.
It's forgotten because of Christmas. But anyway, so if we can meet, let's see, the 5th and then the 12th.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you all for an awesome conversation, and I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Love you guys.
Good night.
Good night, you guys.